right, so few days to the biggest Masquaraders event in Ghana, and trust me, in Africa. And then what I'm doing is to tour around the city to find out how groups are preparing, how individuals are preparing towards the biggest festive in Ghana. Of course, my name is Kwame Ofe exclusive. We're giving you all updates and happenings for the Ankos in Secondary Takrade. Of course, I've entered, I call it an engine room. This is where the production of the beautiful attires do come from. And then I've entered a place that I don't know. So I am here to find out more. A lot is happening here. We'll definitely talk to somebody to help us get an idea of what is really happening here. And once again, as I said, if you want all the updates on the Masqueraders event or on the Ankos in Secondary Takrade, Kwame Ofe exclusive is the channel you have to tune into. So make sure before we start, subscribe, like, and comment if you want more updates. So this is our direction. We're going here. There's a man who is sewing, and then we just do a chit chat with him. Yeah. You would already comment na say you me you know komona ja mo pero kitchen bia wa kitchen ni humorko brother otere na
I don't more paying na wa say
nyama do me hu ye pa me hu there so 2 days to the event still we go there promoter oh me you feeling there hwe bi no nya wona atar Odin can you on the way to all right. Now also one. I think that it's live on Facebook and other media networks. So far so good. They may be saying what no margin, but Mama hit Kakaba and those from Europe now other countries, Waba until be aware the Madrush will be up then. Onyane the Mitama hit na band. As I said earlier, so far so good, but to be an entire. See, but say you are normal thing. Definitely time back closer. And with what can cram and burn up and for a rational, you know, you see.
And you know, busy, but it's like, you know, this year, no, happening another information now come more than previous years. Into Ama, Ubiana, Onyang Kade, or Bobo Pib in Poesiano. Why the Ayanko Fago to Bian Widen? I'm going to cost more than the previous years. Internet never called them.
Nice one. So basically, what he's trying to tell us is, I was trying to say that we only have 2 days to go, and so the major event is actually expected to happen on Monday. And I think they are still busy sewing. So I felt that definitely people will not get the attire. And then he's saying that the mad rush is based on the fact that people are coming from abroad and they equally want to wear an attire. Also, the information about Ankos in Secondary Takrade has gone viral. So a lot of people are itching to be part of this major event, and that is the reason why there are a lot of pressure in the engine room. But no matter the pressure, they're going to deal with it. They're going to stay here till the close of the night or the close of the day, and they will definitely sow any amount people are expecting them to sow. See, Senior, say if I tell Corona Erepama, will take away how long?
I'm going to be 1.5 hours. But you are telling you
1.5 hours.
Yes.
And that pump top and down.
Top.
Okay.
But it depends upon the size.
Okay.
And then so Erepama will be on no strength. You know, young strength when look of fast, you be slow, you be normal pace. So as I said, you know, also be any pace already. Okay, no, I will target for the day. Maybe a day and put them be 5 until them speed up. I'm a 2 mile and my achieve my target. Maybe I'm for a 3. Me check my papa pamed and movie until when I was relax. But it also depends upon what target
say a use 1.5 hours. Let the pump topper down at how many minutes?
Down at least 45 minutes.
45
because minutes. Top no consume more than the down.
Okay. It's basically top and now you go to mark there 3 hours.
Under.
Okay.
Under because young friend the why there. Just if more. Let's divide, you understand?
Okay, I see.
Ni now so that make on upon what target no. Mama top on all the morning there on the top on your one side. By down 9. And basically if you be 2.5 hours.
All right, this is very interesting. This is the first time I'm actually getting to know that it could take 1 hour, let's say 30 minutes for him to sew just a top. And then when it comes to the down, he can use like 40 minutes. That's what you said.
Exactly.
40 minutes. So let's say less than 3 minutes. Well, that's interesting. I thought it really take days to probably sew an attire, but we're being told that 2 hours, 30 minutes can sew an up and a down. and this really sounds interesting. He was telling me that sometimes it depends on the size. Depending on the size, that would depend on the time which he will use to complete a particular attire. So this is interesting. A lot of tailors here. Maybe imagining how they bring all these people on board to sew an attire of this nature. Let's get into it. How they bring all these people on board, and then how they are able to satisfy their needs as well. Maybe we could get a better understanding through this. No
way.
See, then I want to qualify the engine room. How do you put that?
Any interest woman there, a pedestrian the permanent. Everyone could say why they and at the local school. They may take it step by step.
Okay.
I shall never be all there and now we start to cook our machine.
Okay.
Because of machine is speed. So once I'm going to map on one side. So they train a car. I will control machine. From there, I beg you, you know, I'm a can and Sunday. I show how Bobu pretty nadi. Pretty nada and Sana. Kakanka about qualify. Now they bring willingness in there, yeah, that's all.
Anyone who wants to be part of this, if you want to be at the engine room to sew, first of all, you need to have the interest and the willingness to learn. As far as you have that, they can really help you to build on it. And then, as far as you have it, you can be part of them to equally so. But, Mama Bisoyo, Obiara Pam Ankos at the Ankos at full at into two pam, no, two pam at Trebia, and onto them,
and onto them.
And to go to my banner. Any normal pam, but it's Pamanco about to map.
But Martin there, or there are more guidelines. I'm for instance today, the complete tailor. Okay, understand? P majority now so we're complete tailors. But if able to map Pamanco start, able to map today on Uncle Saturday, any pocket today.
Yeah,
it is here and you show however. Back pocket and chanty or different KD.
Different.
You know, you'll be asking up my also correct tailor. I know the two control machine, all right. But we plead in admin and other things in the head and what's to be enough for.
Okay. Well, this is also an interesting one. I was thinking that the fact that you've been able to sew an Ankos attire, probably should be able to transfer that knowledge into sewing any attire of your choice. But he's saying that that is not the fact. The fact that you can sew an Ankos attire does not mean you can necessarily transfer that knowledge into sewing a normal attire. There are some tricks, you know, with normal attire, sometimes you would need a pocket, a back pocket and the rest. With this, it doesn't work in that way. Sometimes you also need to know how to pleat, and so they would have to have time to train you through that. And so the dynamics are quite different. It is not the same. Now, bosses, before the extra product be over Yasibiara, you're from the Coca-Cola day. Or Nyoma what a Coca-Cola, Efa Pepsi, or Nyoma what a Pepsi. Now, answer never join Coca-Cola. No, them what better one with the info one idea. And found come a Pepsi in tea. Or you maybe I was sign there, okay, in the Emma, a movie strategy from the next time I say, Matzo Mokaha, but the money in your young coffee bra. What's I see, baby, this time over I want to, what are the terms?
Martin American 9. Sister, why they so on your holiday now, the 25th to my Sunday now, and kind of normal day, no, then weekday, no, then care and you pay. So meaning na ko 2050 so nkete Sunday and Kebeden you go pay. This is a crowd people because of time and also no anti am obi akon wa beden wa ba sha. So be work be 1 month and client mama ba sha dey and your one 2 in the tailors no you kuna ni tailors intano example yi bi an example yi dey ejime bi anu and o show bi an trim telephone obi an kan check fu bi ada dem design ya dem design na ya today American telephone we na you kuni tailors and a permanent worker yele wa adenti see you sample na me pamia obi an obuka ka che iku bi de ya na ide ne ya and because eya wa so bi train at the end of the day no wa so wa tele yi no design yi no so papa obu so be the major say ma ten no dey computing nti no obi are yen dem American crowd no wa ba ni na apart from executives na we be inside them. And executive into me inside them see and you buema and when I am no matter then who dead I'm crowd you will go to them not.
All right, so I was trying to have a better understanding with regards to how they are able to keep their secret, especially when it comes to sewing. So if I am here today and then I've accepted to be part of Panya, I was talking about how they could protect their trade and then how they could protect what they do. And then I was thinking that probably if somebody is a tailor here, the next time he's selling an idea they're using to make an attire to another Ankos group. But he's telling me that it's just that the time has drawn near. That is the reason why they're even allowing people to come here. On a normal day, had it not been that the 25th of December was falling on a Sunday, in fact, tomorrow was actually supposed to be the day where the whole various Ankos group will adore their attire, their band, and then all you can think of. But because it is happening on Sunday or falling on Sunday, that is the reason why at this point in time you see a lot of pressure. They are still sewing. But the truth of the matter is, anybody who is sewing here is actually part of the group, and so they're not expecting anyone here to carry either a design or whatsoever elsewhere. So it is a matter of love, which all of them are sharing here. It's a matter of love which we're seeing in the engine room. In no time we'll come to a close, or in no time we're going to wind down everything. But just before we go, let's talk about the designs. What I see is, when I pick an attire from a different Masquaraders group, I realize that even though there might be some color differentiation, but you realize that the design some way somehow are a bit similar. But you just find, I mean, they're all doing the same plating. You might see this, but not necessarily black. He will use a different color. People are just changing colors. And then I've always been wondering, can't we have a time where you see something entirely different? Like, as for this year, this guys, what they are coming with is different. We know they come out with different colors. There are distinctions. Of course, when you compare Panya's attire last year to this year, definitely they will not be the same. But I am talking about the fact that I see some level of similarities in terms of how these attires are sold. What you will see is in terms of the color differentiation, where you see something new. Let me ask the tailor, why is it like that? Everybody seems to be doing something similar. The only differentiation will be a bit of the color na American. There be a design crazy. Tailor, Aberdeen not to them.
The American at times obey a little similarities, but only the same. Okay. A little one be because also be any design, no snow beyond how and any tailors for me in our wedding. What plan? By colors in a blending, today be there could be the boom red, yellow, green. This one the three colors about green, red, yellow. Then we begin to acrobat. Take a careful look at it. The moon don't know on your coin. And now you make a lace, no man, the boom, but or damn, make a boss no be any design, no be any color, but or a lace or a white but on your one.
Okay, he's trying to tell us that they don't have the same colors. If you take a closer look at this and then you compare to any other Ankos group, you realize the color differentiation. And so they might use similar lace, but you might find different colors. I'm not sure what I'm saying is quite different from what he's also saying. But isn't that if somebody decides to come up with something different like let me think through, maybe something different. Charlie, maybe different, like the main part about a sleeve channel or to then why they yesterday or two, like something crazy, something different. And one, yeah, I did be different. Like I am looking for a day where somebody will do something crazy. I did be different. And one, yeah, that like, so let's go out of the box. Yeah, every year you're able to predict probably what could happen. That maybe a time to come and say, I want Seneca. Maybe, but maybe something different. Maybe different. Big man, is that possible?
For now, then make it know.
Okay.
Because every Winiba, also a masquerade nibu.
Yeah.
Every talk about that. It's different, or the same masquerade, but or different how I'll be also now town. You understand? Talk about for you any day. Eko wini ba phone na bo one tabel na de bo na bibi shenechi so abofu we bi yeah oye region bi ande town bi ana how one way then wo pe one dem to kwade de yen we ni but occasionally bi no obebutu my craft but onye ku ni hina occasionally tell me for instance today there be many times metum atana man bi overall man share you go in car wash but or you need once a while or the them
it was said the design in the intimate system
and for now day
okay
obey because talk out for young winning young win but that mechanical win before one will get to the mister and even one day a strong about folk time table start the hair also win
I see
a day co also in engine
I see I see all right so he's just telling me that the design I'm talking about might not change today nor tomorrow. He's giving me an impression that when you go to Winneba, they have the way they sew, and then when you come to Takrade, there is also some level of difference. So there can be the blueprint, but they would have to just find a way of playing around the colors to come out with something nice. But in the meantime, talking about a holistic change of how attires are manufactured, that is going to be difficult. This is the Takrade way, and all of us have to accept it. All right, now, since you no prices, not to them.
Osnobiane dem na mara atero osnobiane dem dey your former womb, and Timophobia start from be 80 Ghana series out to Pimfebe 250.
I cannot fraba within about
I say 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah. 100 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
My size 250. Most of them at 300. 300 points whereby you are an officer, executive. That's when you pay that amount of 300. But normal
moderate. Tier 50.
Yeah, 50, 70, 80, up to 100.
Up to 100.
And depending upon your size or height. Okay. And the height and the share, you're the charge.
I'm paying for tier between
250, 300.
All right. So what he's trying to tell me is the children are paying from 50 Ghana cedis to 100 Ghana cedis, and then the adults are also paying from 250 Ghana cedis to 300 Ghana cedis. For the executives, all executives are paying from 300 and above. Yeah, so basically that's what it is. We'll say a very big thank you. Once again, your name?
Anas.
Anas. Anas.
Me Tailor, or better still, Senior Tailor.
Senior Tailor Anas. All right, so we just had an interaction with the Senior Tailor Anas. At least we've had an idea of what goes on at the engine room before you see the beautiful attires on the street of Sekendi Takrade. These are the processes through which it goes through before you see all those beautiful attires you've been seeing. This is how it all starts. And then if you have no knowledge about how these attires are manufactured, I'm sure that our brother has done justice to it. And so I will say big thank you. Panya, when we say Panya, what do you say?
You respond, you will do.
Panya, okay, so the group is Panya.
Yeah.
And then when you say Panya is Spain.
So right? Before that,
in Sekendi Takrade, when we say Panya, it is Spain. Spain is equal to Panya. And then when you say Panya, then Yewodo. Yewodo means we have cash.
Yeah.
We have money. Yeah.
And
Panya Yewodo. All right, let's zoom. So let's zoom. Panya Yewodo.
And before you sign out, you saw my one officer here, fire officer.
Fire officer? Well, yeah. Where is he?
I'm also a fire officer.
Call the fire. Where's the fire officer?
He's since
I'm
I'm also a fire officer.
You're also a fire officer.
Yeah.
Oh, so last time.
Secondary.
Okay. I think the original quarters there was some drills yesterday.
I was part.
You were part. I was also there to cover.
Wow.
Oh, so you are in the fire service?
Yes.
You see. So trust me, when we say Masquaraders is not for the so-called Kobolos you talk about, that's not true. Now, yesterday there was some fire drills at the headquarters of Ghana Fire Service. There was one man I saw with an MP, right?
FP.
That was an FP.
Yes.
And you see, the man is tall. So you see the man, and I identify him. As soon as I saw him today, I was like, let's have an interaction, brother. Okay. So interestingly for me, when I came to the engine room, I've met a man who is part of Ghana Fire Service. And yesterday, some drills and things happened, and then I saw him. And so when I came to the engine room, I say personal. All right, so still at the Panyas engine room, and then I've met a couple of people who are in the corporate world, which is quite exciting to meet people of that caliber. So I still want to have some interaction with them. Hi, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Ejekekuewia.
Okay.
AK Wanga.
Wanga.
Yeah.
I remember yesterday I saw him at the fire service headquarters with an FP.
Yeah, fire police.
Fire police. All right. How long have you been part of this club?
Over 22 years now.
22 years.
Yeah.
I see.
Way back 1999. I was in SS2.
You've been part up to date.
Yeah.
Why have you still been in the same club for that very long of a time?
We are in Takrady, and that is our brand. You know, in every year calendar, we have a lot of activities going on. But when it comes to 25th and when it comes to Christmas, no way, it is Takrady. So that is the Jewelry of the year is Takrady. So the Christmas is for Takrady, everybody know that. And that is why we are still with the Spain Fancy Club.
All right, so what makes Spain unique? Why have you been so loyal to Spain for that very long of a time?
It's unique because we just have only 2 colors. You know, it is red and yellow. I hope you understand. Then we try to design. When you watch my Lacoste, Spain's Fancy Club, when we were 20 years, that is what we designed for the executives.
I see.
And it's nice, you know. You meet a lot of people, you do a lot of interaction. That is where we, the fire people, too, we do a lot of education concerning electricals, home, cooking, those things, to let them aware about the danger of fire. You see, we made up because we are moving around 800 and something people. So that is the opportunity. When you give them the education and they get to their school, in fact, you educate a lot of Takrady people, and it's nice. And I hope everybody will come to Spain. That we know we have the men. I hope you understand. That is, you know it.
All right, big thank you.
Thank you very much.
So I'll move on and then talk to a few of them.
Big man.
We'll talk to a few of them. All right. So please, what's your name?
I'm Michael Ni Ayukwe.
Michael Ni Ayukwe. Do you play any particular role in the club? Who are you? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm also a fire officer.
Okay.
And then, when Spain was established, their first outing, I remember I was then a bandsman. So I was with the brass band that we played for the first time for Spain. Over 20 years ago. Yeah, I wasn't done with the fire service, but I played with a lot of fancy clubs. But I realized the discipline in the Spain is very high, and then the security personnel, we always go with discipline. So as time goes, I decided at this time I've played for a lot of people for more than 20 years to enjoy. This time I have to also enjoy somebody playing for me. And then when it comes to Christmas and the end of the year, the stress and then this thing that we go through, this is the time that we release the stress, and then we just have some fun. It's not everybody that the year will get to an end that he will be alive. So I decided to join Spain because I started with them and I've been with them for the past 4 years.